Hi. Suppose that you receive this data set. So, and your boss asks you that go to the list and just print out all that Selangor list. So there is a lot of data here. There's a Johor and Kuala Lumpur and so on. There is also Selangor. So you want to just get the Selangor's data here. So how do you go about it, right? You can, so one way is that you can just highlight that until scroll all the way. But there's so many lists here, Selangor. So how do you do that is that, well, just press Control Home, go back to the first cell, and then go to this first row and press Control Shift L to make this little drop down arrow appear, and this is called filter. So another way you can use a filter is that you go to Home, go to Sort and Filter, and choose this filter. It's the same thing, Control Shift L. So now you have a little drop down that you can choose only to show the Selangor state. And so these are the data here that you want to. So now let's look at, I want to duplicate this worksheet, right? So one way is to right click, choose the move and copy, create copy, go to the move to the just before this data sheet, right click OK. So you can see that before this data sheet we created one, right? So that's one. So let's just say this is the Selangor state. So now I want to print this out. Now let's look at how it looks like if you print it out. Go to File and go to Print. And this is what it means that you print everything row 2, row 3, row 4, and so on. So another way you can see is that go to the bottom here, click on this button, page layout, how it looks like. Yeah, row 1, page 1, page 2, page 3, and if you want to go for see the look, you can page preview, page 1, page 2, page 3, so you can print this out. But this is not what I want. I actually want to print this out in the kind of not a portrait but a landscape. So the final result will be like this, right? It's printed in all in a single sheet. I mean, yeah, it's just one page length. So the length, the width is a one page, and it's not portrait, it's in the landscape. So this is landscape, and this is in portrait. What do I want to do this? So how do I go about it? So now the first thing you can learn is that you can try to adjust the length. Okay, you can adjust the length, and you can adjust its length here also. Now as you can see that as we adjust the length here, some of the wording couldn't be seen. So what you can do is that you highlight the whole column A, or you can highlight a few columns, few cell, go to Home, click on this Wrap Text. So look at that. So what it means is that it wrap that the additional word into the second line in the same cell. Okay, that is called fitting the longer text into a same cell because you're adjusting the cell. You can see that if I just adjust a bit more, we can just adjust. So we can do the same for the whole column by selecting the whole column A. See, I'm clicking on this label A here, and then go to Home, go Wrap Text. Now if you want to remove it, no problem, just click on Wrap Text again, back to normal, click again to Wrap Text. So I want to apply the same, let's take a look at the page how you print out. Oh, well, yeah, it's lesser, but the thing is still printed across 3 multiple page, right? So I want it to all fit in one worksheet, right? You see, there's all one worksheet. So how to go about it is that first I want to turn this into a landscape. To do that, go to Page Layout, Orientations, Landscape. Sounds good, right? Let's look at that. I can just adjust this also the same. Let's see what happened. The column that you have is wider than the page. If you continue page, that will be able to view that they will be printed. Would you like to continue? Yes, let's try it. Okay, so you print out there, right? So you just adjust it, just ignore it. In other words, you just so you can see that the data here. Let's look at the normal printout. As you can see the address here. There's some missing data here, right? This is not very desirable. So I just select the column again, go to home, wrap text. All right, beautiful. So as for this state here, I want it to be in the middle or maybe the top. As you can see the position. Okay, so same goes to this, right? So the email address here, I can just adjust it a little bit more. Perhaps I want to maybe just double click. Oh, this. If you double click, you just adjust to the longest time, but I don't adjust it. Maybe here and maybe here. All right, let's look at the page. All right, I have an additional space. I can just make use of it. Okay, so yeah, that's good, right? So I have this data here. Now I want to do one more thing, is that when I print out, I don't have the number, so I just need to insert one row, a column. So again, I insert a column like this, right? Let me show you. That's like I click, insert a column next to it. And I want to type 1, 2, I'll just put down there. So this doesn't work. Why? Because there is a kind of a filtering process. 1, 2 right here. I highlight those. Yep, it doesn't work that way because it's on the filter positions, right? It's a filtering. So what we can do is that we can copy this into a new worksheet. See if that works that way. Oh no. All right. So I need to copy, go back here. First I need to copy, paste special. I just want to paste the format first. Sorry, not the format, it's the right click. Copy, go back here, right click, paste special, the column width. Okay, I have a paste special for the width, and then I only copy again and paste it here. Okay, so then I also want the label here, putting right here. Now I put 1, 2, and just double click here, so you can see that the numbers are automatic copy down. See that? 1, 2, double click. Just copy down, right? All right, but now I want to have a break for every 10 rows. I want to print it out on a different page. As you can see now that the data is printed. Oh, I need to adjust this a bit more. Maybe the column for address. Maybe this. Alright, I need to adjust the page landscape again one more time. Maybe I'll just adjust this company name a little bit more. I should fit all in. Yes, in one single page. Okay, just a little bit more. Okay, so if I want to print exactly the every 10 items in one page, so this is what I can do. I can just select this page, this column, this row here. Okay, it should be this row. Then go to the this means that it prints after 12 rows. I go to the next, it print on the second page, but I want it to be on the exactly on the 10 row. I can manually insert a page break. Look at that, every 10 rows. So now I can go continually. Okay, this is not what I want. I can just go here, page layout, insert page. Okay, so every 10 rows a page. So there are 3,000 rows of the data. So how do I know is that I can go over here and I can just check this, highlight this column, go to the bottom. I can 1,000 rows, every 10 rows. You need to repeat this 100 times to add a page break. Yeah. So the next thing is that, let's say for some reason you want to remove. You don't want to, you want to adjust, you want to insert one more, you can also. Maybe say you want to have 11 row for every headers. You can go to the third options, page break, manually adjust this, include one more. So now 11 rows for page 1, and then page 2, you can adjust this. Go here, adjust it. Now, if you want to remove this line, you can select one of the cell below it, then go to the page layout again. Under the breaks, you choose remove page break. Okay, so there's a difference between the dotted line and the solid line. The solid line is manually added. The dotted line is automatic added by the Excel by default. Now if you want to remove all this line, right, you don't need to do it manually. You don't need to go do one by one. You can just click reset all page break. Look at that. So now Excel has printed it by default. This is the list. Now one last thing I want to talk about is that when you want to print this out, now notice that in the first page you have training providers, you have technical, but in the second page, right, there is no training provider name, there is no state. So if you person look at this page, you have no clue what is this about. So how do you go about it, right? Is that again you go to page layout, you tell Excel that go to this print title. Yep. There's the options or rows repeat. So you just select row 1. You tell Excel that for every page following the subsequent page, you will always print that title, the row, the first row on the subsequent page. But let's click OK, and you can see that it is right added here. It's not considered a row, it's just a label. Okay, so that is true range. And that's about it, right? In this video you learn how to do a filtering, and then you copy and paste, put a numbering, you adjust the column, you can do the wrap text and unwrap the text. That's how to fit. And then next is that you add a page break, you examine the page layout, the page break, and this is very useful tools. And then you can save time by adding this title automatically going to the page layout, print title, just rows repeat. Thanks for watching.